What is up, you guys? It is your girl Tony with an I, and welcome to my channel. What is up, you guys? Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. I am so happy to have you guys here, and if you have not already, don't forget to join our beautiful family by clicking that red subscription button below, and don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified whenever your girl posts a video. If you're already subscribed to the family, what is up? How you doing? How you feel? I hope you guys are well. Thank you so much for all of the love and support. You guys know I love and I adore you, and I could never thank you guys enough. So thank you. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the video. Some of you may or may not know, I went on a social media cleanse for about a year, back in 2018 up until December 2019. And the lessons in self-awareness that I learned about myself was phenomenal. And I just thought that I would share this with you guys, especially in a time of social media at its finest. I feel like it is very important for us to create a balance of what we watch, what we listen to, what we give our attention to. So hopefully what I've learned in my message reaches your soul and inspires you to somehow take a journey on your own, should you need one. So kind of getting into the reason behind why I decided to take a break for such a long period of time. So I started noticing patterns in myself and habits that I created due to social media that I did not like. So for instance, like when I would wake up, the first thing I would do would be checking Instagram, checking Facebook, and checking Snapchat, and checking all these social medias, which then kind of controlled how my rising went. So for an example, if I seen a negative comment, or if I didn't get a certain amount of likes, can you believe it? If I didn't get a certain amount of likes on a picture, or I don't know, if I seen something disturbing or something down my timeline, it would kind of dictate how my day would turn out, if that makes sense. And sometimes it was hard to shake off that emotion of whatever I was feeling in that time. Now, don't get me wrong, social media can be amazing, and it is amazing, and I have not used it at all. I just now am more cautious of when I use it and how I use it. But yeah, it can be an amazing tool to use. It can uplift your spirit and things like that. But this is just my story. This is just what was happening to me personally. Yeah, so habits. Like, I wasn't praying when I first got up like I used to do. I wasn't meditating. I wasn't working out. I wasn't doing much of anything productive the first thing when I woke up. And I think that time, the first moment you're waking up and kind of getting your day started, is very important. So to start it off like that, I was not feeling it. So that was one reason. And then the other reason was I started the comparison thing. And I don't know about you guys, but you see your peers and you're like, man, I should be a billionaire by now. Like, I'm in my 20s. Like, I should be a billionaire. Like, I should have all this property, and I should have this, and I should have that. That level of comparison comes in, and unconsciously knowing that's what I was doing. Like, I would be looking like, man, I should be a little bit further, or I should have everything figured out, and things like that. And I wasn't focused on my own journey. I was looking at others' journeys, comparing it to where I was in life. And that is a silent killer, y'all. That will just kill all your spirits, honey. It would just snatch it away. And it's not a good feeling. And I wouldn't do this all the time, but I would find myself doing it sometimes, and I did not like that, you guys, because your journey is unique and it is special to you. God has assigned it just for you. So comparing it is like a slap in his face. He like, listen, I got your blessings. That's theirs. I got yours. Like, just follow in your own path, in your own directions, and I will lead you to the light of your destiny, So I really had to sit and meditate on that, y'all, because I got I should be doing this. I should be here. I should be doing that. And I did not like that person that it was changing me into. All right, y'all. So we got the habits that I was trying to break when I first started waking up, and the comparison. And then I think the third thing really was, it was just distracting. Like I would say, all right, I'm gonna spend 30 minutes on here, 10 minutes. 10 minutes turns into 40, 40 minutes and turns into an hour turns into 2, and it's all this wasted time on what? I'm like, how did this benefit my life? What did I gain from being on social media for 2 hours plus? You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like it. So I was like, you know what, God, let me sit down, let me talk to you. What am I supposed to be doing? Because I feel like I'm not doing it. So I had a conversation with God, and I remember I was just telling him, kind of like what I'm telling you, like the things that I wasn't liking. And I'm like, why is this? Like, why am I feeling like this? And he revealed to me it was social media. I started being conscious of my actions and what I was doing. I'm like, oh, I'm on social media too much. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And, after having this talk, this deep conversation with God, I was just like, you know what? What would it look like if I was in my own lane on purpose? Meaning, no distractions, only focusing on me, only doing the things that I need to be doing, focusing on my passions, my strengths, and uplifting and falling deeply in love with myself unconditionally. And that's kind of where that self-love video came inspired in, that I have. If you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you check it out. But yeah, so what would life look like if I was in my own lane on purpose? If people had to call me, had to text me to see how I was doing. They didn't know because I wasn't posting anything. They had to literally call me, text me, leave me a voicemail if I didn't answer to see how life was treating me. And when I tell you guys, I get emotional because it was such a beautiful journey for me. Like, I've always been confident because of my parents and how they raised me to love myself, and they raised me with so much love that I had no choice but to love myself, So I've always had confidence, but being on that journey for about a year and not knowing what anyone was doing, not posting what I was doing, living in the moment, being present, being mindful, being cautious, and being very, very, very close and connected with God daily. I mean, it was like a butterfly forming from a caterpillar, like literally. I just felt so much more inspired and so much more uplifted and so much joy and so much passion. Like, I felt like my energies weren't weighed down by other people's, and it was just amazing. When I tell you guys I reached another level of unconditional love for myself, I mean it. Like, I mean it, like flaws and all, and I am so grateful. I would highly, highly, highly recommend. You don't have to go as extreme as I did, like for the year thing, but take 2 weeks, take 3 weeks. If you find yourself being on social media a whole bunch, take 2 weeks, take 3 weeks, take a week, take 5 days. See how your habits and your routines change, how your mind changes, how you're more productive, how just different you are. And it's so crazy that such a small thing as being on your phone on social media changes that, And it could just be me. I don't know. But guys, it is phenomenal. And some people may say, oh, I can't do that because of my job, because of what I do. Listen, you can do anything you put your mind to, okay? This is your life. This is your journey. And if your job pertains to social media, find a way around it. I know for me, during the time that I went off social media, that was like when I was really, 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 really focusing on reaching 1K on YouTube. Shout out to y'all because I reached that goal. Thank you. But I was really, really focused on reaching 1K on YouTube. And at the time when I decided to take the social media cleanse, a lot of my associates and friends was like, ooh, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, you need Instagram, you need all of these things to promote
My apologies. I couldn't hear what you said.
Hater. But that was the time that I was looking to achieve that goal, and everyone was just telling me like, that's not a smart move. And you need your Instagram to promote yourself, to promote your videos, for people to see your content, this, that, and the third. Listen, let me tell you, if one thing I've learned in this lifetime so far is that people will push their fears onto you. So you have to have a mind of your own, and you have to make sure it's centered with God's vision. And if you do that, There's nothing you cannot do. I told them, listen, I know that this is meant for me to do, so I'm gonna do me, but thanks for your input. And I did it anyway. And I reached 1K without promoting myself on the gram, without being on Facebook, without being on Snapchat, and all this, that, and the third. So when I tell you what God has for you is for you, believe me. And overall, I would just say that journey, because now, okay, now that I am back on social media, I'm not on it as much. So I'll be on it for a day. Maybe I'll post something, check my messages, see if somebody trying to sponsor me or something. And after that, I'll delete the app again and I'll be gone for like 2 weeks. Then I'll get back on, do the same routine. Like, I am just uninterested. And it is such a beautiful thing, y'all. I am so much more at peace. I am joyful. I am grateful. I am thankful. And again, all of these things I was before, but now it's just intensified, like on a whole nother level. I just hope that if you guys do decide to go on this journey, that it gives you all the great benefits that it has provided me in my life. I want all of us to be amazing and be great and walk in our purpose. You guys, this earth is big enough for all of us to win. All of us, like all of us to make money, all of us to take care of our family, all of us to reach our dreams and our aspirations. So just keep going, keep pushing. And if you do decide to try this journey, guys, let me know in the comments below. How did it work for you? Why did you go on one? Did I inspire you? Because if I did, that would just make my life. So yeah, just let's talk about it in the comments below. You guys, I hope that again this has inspired you to better yourself in some way, shape, or form. I love you. God loves you. God bless you all, and I will see you beautiful people in my next video. But before you go, since you made it this far, you might as well subscribe if you have not already, because clearly you rocking with the kid and I rock with you. So subscribe to the channel below, click the thumbs up button for more videos. Don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified when I post a video. And thank you to all my beautiful, supportive subscribers. I love you. I love you. I love you. I will see all of you beautiful people in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.